So when exactly should you apply for a Medicare supplement plan here in South Carolina? I answer that question on today's video. Thanks for tuning in today. My name is Randy Wolfe, and I've helped thousands of seniors across the country understand, compare, and enroll into Medicare plans. In today's video, I will talk about when you should enroll into a Medicare supplement plan here in South Carolina. Now, if you find value, please like and share this video, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, as this really helps us to continue to provide free, valuable content here on YouTube. South Carolina is just like most other states regarding when you should apply for Medicare supplements. The two main segments of people who are applying for Medicare supplements generally is going to be someone that's turning 65 or someone that's over the age of 65 and now leaving their employer or group health insurance plan. A Medicare supplement plan is insurance that actually fills some of those gaps left behind by traditional Medicare, and it is provided by a private insurance company. Sometimes it's referred to as Medigap, so keep in mind anytime you hear the words Medicare supplement or Medigap, they can be used interchangeably. It's the same exact thing. Medicare Advantage plans are actually a different type of coverage in which the private insurance company actually administers your benefits. So sometimes people will use the term Medicare supplement and they will use that for Medicare Advantage plans interchangeably, but that is not the case. Medicare supplements or Medigap are different than what's known as Medicare Advantage. To learn more about Medicare Advantage plans, you can check out some of my other videos. Also, be sure to stick around until the end of this video to learn about how to avoid being penalized for prescription drug coverage with Medicare supplements. You don't want to miss that part. In South Carolina, you have a 6-month window, which is called your open enrollment period, and that is when you want to enroll in a Medicare supplement plan. This open enrollment period automatically starts when you're both turned 65 and are also enrolled into Medicare Part B. And you can't have it again, like it's just a one-time thing. If you're still working, for example, though, and are covered under your employer plan, or if you're covered under your spouse's employer plan, then sometimes you may want to defer Part B. And if you do that, your Medicare supplement and your Medicare supplement open enrollment period would actually not begin until you started your Part B. So keep that in mind. If you are still working and you decide to defer Part B, the Medicare supplement open enrollment period will not actually start until you pick up that Part B. One of the reasons why it's important to understand when your Medicare supplement open enrollment period is because insurance companies cannot turn you down based on health conditions. Now, this is something that's a little confusing because we have the ACA and the traditional under 65 plans do not underwrite. For Medicare supplement plans, if you are outside of your open enrollment period, they can underwrite. And underwriting means they just look and try to figure out your health, prescription drugs you're taking, your health, that sort of things. And the company can actually decline you if you don't meet certain criteria, or in some instances, they might accept you, but give you a rated up monthly premium. So this is a big reason why if you do decide to go the Medicare supplement route, it's a good idea to enroll in that during this open enrollment period instead of waiting until after you're outside of the open enrollment period. So there's several ways in which you can enroll into a Medicare supplement plan. One of the ways that you can do this is by reaching out to each Medicare supplement company. This can take a lot of time, but ultimately by calling each supplement company, you can compare different rates. You're probably going to receive a lot of information in the mail too. And again, this works. However, it takes a lot of time to do this. And that particular company that you choose is never going to call you and say, hey, we've had some rate increases, you should probably change, which leads to the second way that you can enroll into a Medicare supplement plan. And that is by using an agent who maybe represents one company. There might be an agent specifically licensed with one particular company. In some cases, maybe one or two. And that can help you save a lot of time. Unfortunately, it doesn't help with comparing because if that agent only represents one company, they're only going to be able to give you rates and tell you about the products that that one company offers. The other thing you can do is actually work with a broker who specializes with Medicare supplement plans. And this, in my opinion, is the best way because number one, you're going to be able to have someone that focuses on this. that represents all of the main companies that are out there. And so you're going to be able to save a lot of time. You're also going to be able to have a unbiased comparison of all of the different companies. And this is how you can make sure you're getting the best rate. And typically with a broker, you know, in addition to saving time and getting the best rate, you're going to have that ongoing support each year or every few years. If there's a rate increase of any kind, you're going to be notified. And this is how I've saved people a lot of time and money when they first start on a supplement, but then also down the road, if that supplement starts to, the monthly premium starts going up on it, I'm able to reach out and say, hey, this particular company was competitive a year or so ago. The rates have gone up. We need to consider other options. And then at that point, we can shop and look. And again, sometimes clients have supplements, the same supplement for years and years, and the rates are steady. A lot of times though, over the years, different supplement plans, some that were competitive, the rates go way up, some that maybe weren't competitive years ago, the rates come down. And ultimately we can take a look at that. And I've saved people a lot of money that way by comparing plans being a broker. Now, I mentioned earlier to be sure to stick around so that you could understand how not to get penalized for prescription drug coverage when you have a Medicare supplement plan. Before we jump into that though, just a quick reminder, if you had any questions whatsoever about Medicare, it could be about Medicare supplements, Med Advantage, just basic Medicare Part A and B, be sure to type your question in the comments below, and I'm happy to answer those questions for you. Okay, so about that penalty and how to avoid it. Here's the big news you need to know. Medicare supplement plans do not cover prescription drug coverage, or do not offer prescription drug coverage, or cover prescription drugs, I should say. There is no Medicare supplement on the market that also includes Medicare Part D or prescription drug coverage. In order to avoid being penalized for not having credible drug coverage with a Part D plan, you have to enroll in a separate prescription drug plan, are known as Part D. I always tell people to think about the letter D, makes it real simple, D for drugs. So if you enroll in a Medicare supplement plan, you have your supplement, you also need to be sure to enroll in a Medicare Part D prescription drug plan that covers those prescriptions. And I run into this sometimes where people actually don't take any prescriptions, and they say, well, Randy, I don't want to enroll in a drug plan, I don't take any prescriptions. But if you don't enroll in a drug plan during the allotted time period that you have, you will ultimately get a penalty when you eventually enroll in a drug plan, or I should say if, but typically most people, if they don't do it down the line, they take prescriptions, they end up enrolling, and that penalty actually stays with you the rest of your life while you're on the drug plan. So very important to understand, I can't stress enough, Medicare supplement coverage does not include Part D prescription drug coverage. You have to enroll in that separately. Oftentimes, something that can be really confusing, especially if you're talking to friends and neighbors, is they may tell you that their plan, they have a supplement plan that does include medications. And that's generally, as I said before, it's a misunderstanding of what they actually have. If they have a plan that it's a Medicare plan that includes prescription drugs and they go to the doctor and all that, they're most often talking about a Medicare Advantage plan, okay? A lot of the Medicare Advantage plans here in South Carolina, the majority of them include prescription drug coverage, okay? So a Medicare Advantage plan that includes prescription drug coverage, that's known as an MAPD, Medicare Advantage Prescription Drug Plan, okay? And so big difference between that versus a supplement and standalone Part D, how they function, the functionality of the plans. Like I said before, a Medicare Advantage plan administers your benefits for you, whereas a supplement plan is just going to come in after Medicare and pay those claims. Be sure to keep an eye out. I'm going to be putting out an updated video. I have an older one about the Medicare Part D enrollment period and how to avoid the penalty as far as with the time frame. So there will be another video that'll be coming out. If at the time you're watching this video, it's already out, it should pop up somewhere on the screen. If not, you can go and watch my old video about that, but I'll be having another newer updated one coming out soon. As I stated at the start of the video, I've had the ability over the last 15 plus years to help thousands of people with their Medicare, helping them understand it, compare, enroll, and you can actually help us by getting the word out. All you have to do is, if you found value in this video, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. The more shares that we get and likes and comments, the more YouTube will promote this video so other folks like you who have questions will be able to see it. Again, if you have any questions about Medicare, post your comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, take care and make it a great one. Bye-bye.